Hello there, good afternoon. My name is Baba Tando. Let's get talking in the latest in the world of sports. Now, about a week ago, reports were rife about Vice Chairman of the Black Stars Management Committee, Winfred Osei, having been sacked. Now, the Executive Committee member of the GFA, who is also owner and bankroller of Premier League side Tema Youth, vehemently denies the report. Members of the football fraternity would have been the least surprised if indeed Winfred Osei had been relieved of his duties as vice chairman of the Black Stars Management Committee. The simple reason is that the Tema Youth boss made some remarks which sought to question the competence of indigenous coaches. In the run-up to the reappointment of Coach Kwesi Appiah as coach of Black Stars, Winfred Osei was on record to have said no indigenous coach was good enough to handle the Black Stars. He denied making those comments at an executive committee meeting with FA President Kwesi Nyantakyi.
They denied it in the presence of the executive committee because it's untenable, it's unprofessional for a member of the committee to go to the media ahead of a search committee whose report was yet to be received by the committee, the executive committee. And so any such conduct would have been prejudicial to the work of the search committee, and we didn't take kindly to that. And unfortunately, those things were denied, so we just leave them as such and move on.
The comments drew the ire of the football fraternity, with people calling for his resignation from the executive committee and the Black Stars Management Committee. But as usual, his two positions remain intact.
We must seize the opportunity to debunk that rumor. It was rife in the grapevine, and I was even thinking that it was the truth. But unfortunately, when I did my checks, I still have my position as the vice chairman of the Blasters.
But I mean, you know, they say that with every rumor comes an iota of truth. Don't you think there's something that's working against you?
That would be difficult for me to judge, in the sense that we had just come out of ESCO meeting, and I was of the opinion that if something of that nature should have been communicated to me at that very meeting. And that is where I said I would have been surprised if that was the decision of the FA, because if the FA or executive committee is taking that decision, the best forum would have been during the meeting and not when we have finished. And I must also say that there is no reshuffling at the management level. What we've done is to reshuffle the technical teams for the respective national teams. And I would have been surprised if I would be the only person who would have been reshuffled from the Blasters. The FA would have done what we call wholesale reshuffling, but it will not look like it's been targeted at Parma. I don't think that would have been the most prudent thing for them to do.
As vice chairman of the Black Stars Management Committee, the itinerary of the team ahead of their qualifier against Ethiopia and two friendly matches with Mexico and the USA had to be officially communicated to him, but that was not the case. Winfred Osei explains.
Yes, because I had not gone for that meeting. And naturally, when such meetings happen, you are expected to be briefed on it. I was engaged in other assignments, and I expected briefing from my members.
All right, so the full story will air in our subsequent bulletins, but let's remain on the issue of the Black Stars, because Coach Kwesi Appiah is fine-tuning his squad ahead of the three-header assignment starting next Sunday against Ethiopia, which is a 2019 AFCON qualifier. Now, 3 players have been excluded from the final squad, but one person who is lucky to have gone through is Liberty Professionals captain and defender Samuel Safo. Qualifier against Ethiopia and the friendlies with Mexico and the USA. With the match against the Ethiopians looming, Kwesi Appiah had to cut down his squad ahead of Sunday's game. Denmark-based goalkeeper Adam Larsen Karsey has been given permission to stay away because of a family emergency in Norway. Another Denmark-based player, Godsway Donyo, has also been left out as he is yet to recover from an injury he sustained recently. Columbus Crew midfielder Mohamed Abu will join the team for the friendlies in the USA. David Akam, who was not part of the original squad, has been handed a late call-up to join the team for the friendlies in the USA. 7 foreign-based players who could not join the Black Stars non-residential training in Accra because of club commitments have joined the team in Kumasi. The home-based players who were released to join their various clubs for the weekend's league matches have returned to the team. Samuel Safo plays for Liberty Professionals and he shares his first-time experience with the Black Stars with Joy Sports.
It's been great looking at the wonderful stars we have here in Ghana and being with them. Come on, it's been splendid.
Is there anything that you've taken with you so far? Have you learned anything?
A lot, playing alongside Dede Ayu, Jordan Ayu, actually defending them, and Ebenezer Ofori, you can name them. Playing with them has been, I've learned a lot.
Do you feel overwhelmed when you're with them on the pitch?
Come on, you can't take that out. It's my first time being there, so come on.
Are you hoping to keep your place in the Black Stars?
We're still fighting hard. The coach has a philosophy, so it's either you go by it or you are out.
What's the coach's philosophy?
Well, I have to keep that for now because
you want to hold it and fight?
Sure.
The AFCON qualifier against Ethiopia has been scheduled for Sunday, June 11 at 3:30 for the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. The team will travel to the USA 2 weeks later as the Black Stars face Mexico in Houston, Texas on June 28 and the USA in Connecticut on July 1. There's more on the sports page on myjoyonline.com. We're giving you live updates on our Twitter handle at JoySportsGH. On Facebook, the address is Joy Sports. Tweet at me personally at Babatando. That's your sport. Good afternoon.